Welcome to another exciting episode of Beyond Updates, your passport to the ever-evolving world of technology. I will be your guide through the digital frontier, and today we are diving deep into the heart of global tech trends, from cybersecurity to digital transformation, business continuity, and the boundless realm of cloud computing. We are your trusted source for that insight that drives the future. So grab your headphones, tune in, and prepare to venture beyond the update. Welcome to a new episode of Beyond Updates, the podcast exploring the most cutting-edge technologies transforming our digital world. Today, we are diving into a topic revolutionizing connectivity and network economics, XR optics. This technology is changing how we think about optical connectivity infrastructure and promises to solve many challenges facing our current network. In this episode, Hector Icaza, service provider IP specialist at Beyond Technology, will journey to discover how XR optics addresses the inherent complexity of today's communication networks and what benefits companies can expect by adopting this technology. We will also discuss how this innovation can directly impact organizations' profitability, sustainability, and competitiveness. Moreover, it's not just about theory. We will dive into concrete use cases that illustrate how XR optics has proven particularly effective in improving network connectivity and performance. So get ready for an episode full of cutting-edge insights and knowledge about XR optics. Let's get started. What challenges are faced by current optical connectivity infrastructure that makes XR optics technology relevant?
Hello everyone, thank you for having me in this episode. Answering your question, to this day the telecom industry best practices related to IP transport communications and the aggregation layer from a design point of view are: first, the IP and transport devices communication are made using an equipment named transponder. This transponder takes a gray optical signal from the IP router and transforms it into a colored optical signal. To understand this better, I will make an analogy. Imagine that a photographer receives a photo in grayscale and he uses Photoshop to add color to the photo. This photographer is making the job of the transponder. Now that I am using this example, you may wonder, why didn't we take a colored photo in the first place? That's where XR optics come handy. Second, the design of the aggregation layer. The goal of the aggregation layer is to summarize low-speed connection to higher-speed connection. We accomplish this using an aggregation device. This aggregation device has optics facing each one of the access devices and also has optics facing the hub devices. This current best practice deployment requires the need of optics from every access device to every port of the aggregation device, and also the need of optics from the aggregation device to the hub device. This traditional point-to-point optical transmission solution. XR optics optimize this approach, changing the game of the best practices by innovating in a unique point-to-multipoint optic.
That sounds like they are big challenges, but how does XR optics address the inherent complexity of current communication networks?
The XR optics reduce the complexity because it's a point-to-multipoint technology that, in some architectures, helps eliminate the aggregation devices. Also, it helps because it's a color interface that connects directly to the IP routers. It eliminates the need for a transponder device.
In talking about the benefits, what are the operational advantages that can companies expect when adopting XR optics in their communication networks, and how does this translate in terms of efficiency and cost?
By removing the aggregation layer, the providers reduce their capex because there are less boxes they need to purchase. The OPEX is reduced because you remove the maintenance from those not purchased equipment. The savings from space, power, and cooling are a good factor to take note here. Also, if you have fewer boxes, you need less engineers to manage and operate the network.
I'm sure the audience will appreciate this information, but what key business benefits have they obtained by implementing XR optics in a network infrastructure, and how can this technology influence an organization's profitability and competitiveness?
The telecom market is forcing the providers to deliver more bandwidth and maintain the prices of their services. This puts a lot of pressure on the providers to constantly optimize and reduce CapEx and OpEx. The XR Optics helps the access routers to be more dynamic in bandwidth increments and reduce the truck rolls for upgrades. This helps the providers to deliver services faster, differentiating themselves versus the competition and reducing the operational costs.
To conclude this interview, could you provide specific examples of use cases where XR Optics technology has proven particularly effective in enhancing connectivity and network performance?
Sure, the first use case is on the point-to-point optical transmission solutions. Like my example earlier, you can provide color optics to the IP equipment, eliminating the need for a transponder. Something to take note here is that this area we have competitors, the ZR Optics from other vendors. The second use case is the point-to-multipoint optical transmission solution, where you can provide the connectivity from the access equipments to the hub devices, eliminating the aggregation devices. This solution is unique in the telecom market. The last use case utilizes the XR Optics as a PON network overlay for delivering new high-capacity services. The PON networks is a fiber access technology made for delivering internet services to homes. With XR Optics, you can utilize the same PON fiber infrastructure to deliver higher bandwidth services. This helps providers deliver services where they previously thought they couldn't reach. Also, this solution is unique in the telecom market.
We have finished the interview. It's been a pleasure to have you here. Thank you. Before saying goodbye, would you like to share something else?
Thanks for having me, and remember that in Beyond Technology we have this kind of technology with Infinera, and also it has been we have been doing testings with also Juniper, and it's been a good experience so far. Thank you.
As always, we're here to keep you informed and engaged with the latest global tech trends. If you have questions, feedback, or topics you would like us to explore, do not hesitate to reach out. You can find us on social media, and don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review us on Spotify. Until next time, keep innovating, stay secure, and embrace the endless possibilities of this digital age. We will catch you on the flip side of the next update.